Om Namaste everyone.
Jati niti kulagotra doragam Nama rupa guna dosha varjitam Desha kala vijayati vartiyate Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. That which is beyond caste, color, creed and lineage, that which is beyond name and form, that which is beyond time and space, that Brahman thou art. Please meditate on this.
If you see in this word, whatever we discuss or we are interested is what these senses know. And that is why everyone is busy in worldly life, because that what is the real purpose of life, or at least we can say for a spiritual seeker, the real purpose of life is to know the truth, reality, is not conceivable by senses, by mind, by body, and we don't see it around. So these types of affirmations, satsang, scriptures, someone who has found it, someone who has realized it, someone on this path, becomes very, very important, because then we move with people around us and first thing, they are not interested. Even if they are interested not more than people are interested in watching movies, going to a restaurant to eat something, as one of the hobbies, you can say. Spirituality is not more than that for most of the people. It is just one of the activities. Going to the temple, going to the church or mosque, it is just one of the activities. It is not possible to know reality if it is just one of the activities. If this is only the purpose of life, and we have hundreds of purpose of life, if this is the only purpose of life or living in the body, so someone puts a gun on your head and says, what is you desire, what you love, or what you will leave if you are being killed right now? And if you say liberation or whatever, if it just spontaneously comes to you, nothing else, then it is you are living in that purpose of life all the time. Anything less than that, you will not get it. And try to understand why. Because this mind is operating and showing us things only because of our interest in them. No interest, no desire, no mind. No mind, no word. Word without word, it is only reality. In Hindi, there is a beautiful word for word, sansara, which means which is a constantly changing transition. Never stays the same. Like a myth, like a mirage. Keep changing forms. See, everything in this world is like that. Changing. Mind, our mind keeps changing. Others' mind keeps changing. Relationships keeps changing. And we put all our money on relationships and our wealth and other things which are also changing. Sometimes we have, sometimes we don't have. If by some grace, by wisdom, we understand the purpose of life is to know the truth, then that is the first step in this journey. Then you look how there are so many paths, ways, techniques. You explore according to your own energy, your own mental conditioning. Then you embark on a journey after testing few. And success in any path depends on your honesty, nothing else. It doesn't depend on the guru, that guru should be strong. Some people say the guru should pull me out and one day guru will find me. So let me just do all the sorts of stupid things in this world. One day I believe in God, He will find me, He will take me out. It looks like someone speaks like that has surrendered, but no, it is laziness. Because you continue doing all sorts of crazy things in this world, keeping the mind alive. These are all techniques of mind to stay alive, creating a story, believing on that story, putting emotions into it. Outside this story of the mind, in reality, we are all liberated and free and blissful and happy. But you don't believe this. You believe what the mind is saying, that you are bound by relationships and job and body and disease. To break this belief that this word is real and I am the body and I am the doer and I have these relationships and I was born and I will die. Breaking all this, which everyone around us believes and we believe, to break this all and to know the truth is a difficult task. It's not easy. You need grace, lot of grace. And Herculean efforts, lot of efforts. Just that is my purpose of life. Constant remembrance all the time. Understanding that whatever is going to happen with this body and this word, if it is untrue, then how does it matter what is happening? So much convinced that truth should be known at any cost. If that is the way our heart feels, it is just a matter of second. Time taken to know truth is because of our millions of interest, conscious level, subconscious level. How we get affected by things around us, by people, their behavior, our own mind, how our thoughts guide us, how we are slave of these thoughts. This all shows how much we are in bondage. And to get out of all of this completely, we have to put intense efforts continuously. At the same time, we should have faith in that energy which has led us to this path, with devotion, with surrender. And faith and efforts both works together. And lift this energy of consciousness from a very, very low level of energy as an individual soul, from illusion to reality. We see animals, birds, plants around, how they operate. Do you think they operate by free will? They just are on auto mode. That power guides them, they do as destined. They travel thousands of kilometers, birds can fly, reaching the same spot every time. They haven't been to any school, they don't know anything about GPS. That Paramatman, that God, that Absolute takes care of everything. Then what about human beings? In human beings, He has given intellect, this mind, which gives us a feeling that I have a free will, I have a choice, and I can do what I want. This type of feeling is good, but then it can make us go above our level of human consciousness, or it can bring us lower than that to animalistic, very selfish, egoistic attitude. We can go either way. This choice is very dangerous. It can make us more divine, or it can make us worse than animals. If we give up this choice and stay as a choiceless and be aware of whatever is going on, then we are sucked into that pure Brahman, not using this mind. Just staying like that. Whatever comes, whatever goes, whatever happens, staying in that unmoving stillness. What will happen if we stay in unmoving stillness? Mind will say, this is not right, or that is wrong. How long mind will keep saying what it has to say? There will be time when mind will stop saying because no one is listening to it. Understand, only ego listens to mind. Only ego, not the self. Self is free from all the afflictions of mind. Looks as if the audio keeps going in and out. I think there is some internet disturbance. Let's accept it. Whatever you can listen, rest you can contemplate. As much praise comes to you, and same equally insult comes to you. Sometimes it happens next moment, sometime next day. You wonder that people were liking me and suddenly this person doesn't like me. It is all God sent to keep you at equanimity. So ego doesn't get energy from any praise. Everything you see in this word is for our benefit. Nothing is against us, understand this. Nothing. There is no sabotage against us. Give up this paranoia that someone is going to deceive, take away your wealth, gossip behind you. Even if they are doing, know that they are doing because God wants them to do like this, so you become a better human being. If you keep this attitude, you will always be in bliss. I can't say about others who misbehave or wants bad of you, but you will be in constant supreme bliss, just like God. People say God is dead, there is no God, they say all sorts of things to God. You think God comes and corrects them? Same, stay like that, always same. Sthit pragya, in your own, established in your own self all the time. Practice day in, day out, all the time. This is such a pure energy. If you stop arguing, stop putting your egoistic attitudes in anything, bigger or smaller, slowly you will recede from all this domain of mind. This word is created by your mind. And our energy, our likes and dislikes are the two big batteries on which it operates. If there is no like, there is no dislike. The whole system shuts down. Understand, you are the operator. Accept insult, because whose insult? Body's insult, I am not the body. Ego's insult, I am not the ego. Praise, whose praise? You don't know. You are beyond praise and insult. I am telling you because these things makes us attached and react and respond to people, and these thoughts continue and they come at middle of the night. Why that person said this thing 20 years ago? Who cares? We live all our life in mind and die in mind. What a shame. We stay slave of mind all our life. We are on this path of self-destruction. Understand, this human birth is the rarest of rare. Use it diligently. Don't waste any moment of it. First find who you are. First find, is this real or is it dream? Know the truth. Once you have known the truth, then whatever time left, you can do whatever is there, whatever you want to do. But actually, you don't want to do anything. It's your mind. So if the mind gets dissolved, there's nothing else to do also. Bhagavan got enlightened at the age of 16, left body at the age of 70. There was nothing for him to do for that long. People came, they asked, he told. They didn't come. He didn't run after anyone. He was never looking for numbers that I should have 1 million disciples or whatever. Most of the time there were like 6 people, 10 people. Now he in his samadhi would be laughing. There are like thousands of people every day when he's not there. When he was there in the body, there were like 6 people, 10 people. In ashram, there were like 5, 6 people staying. But even if he taught to one person and one person found truth, then it applies to even billions of people if they want to use method and to be free. Who am I is not a mantra. Some people have taken it as a mantra. Who am I is just to ask once. Once you ask, it is enough. You ask properly within you. It will take you to the source. Then just stay in the source. Then whatever tries to take you out of the source, just watch it. Constant practice. Day in, day out, all the time. One day the practice drops. No need to practice. You got rid of all the thieves in your mind, all these thoughts. Mind without thoughts is no mind, only self. No complaint register left, so people can tell you and it cannot register anything. No praise, no complaint, no past story, no planning for future. People say because of prarabdha karma, what we did in last birth, some of those karmas we are utilizing in this life and everything is predestined. But not for a jnani, because when ownership of the body is gone, then whatever is happening to the body is not happening to me is clearly realized. Then what is left? What karma then? For whom? When there is no intention, no sankalp, no desire, then whose karma? Someone can say body is still doing it, so let body reap, good or bad, punish it. I don't care, because I am not the body. Jnani is free instantaneously from all the 3 types of karmas. Bhagavan used to put very nicely, if someone has 3 wives and he dies, then all the 3 gets widow immediately, not one by one. Or when the one who is doing karmas has disappeared, then whose karma? Who will be punished? Let's say someone has done a crime and now he is dead. Whom would you punish? Which court can punish a dead man? Be the dead man in the living body. destination of life is complete freedom. Complete freedom from everything. Freedom from the body, freedom from the mind, intellect, ego, people, relationships. All births, everything. Just finish. The end. No more birth. Nothing. Tell me what new hobbies Bhagavan acquired after enlightenment. What new clothes was he wearing? Which places he traveled? When he was living alone, he was living like that. When people started living around him, he was living like that. Living and abiding in truth is the easiest job if you stop listening to your mind. It is very, very easy. But who can keep telling you, please don't listen to your thoughts, please don't follow your thoughts, please listen to your silence, and just be that. Maybe perhaps write somewhere, and when thoughts comes with vengeance, drowns you, go into that room or put it in every room, everywhere. That you are that pure silence. Be in that silence. Listen to the silence. When the mind gives excuses that no, others are doing this to me, I am in silence, then understand these others are also creation of your own mind. You're still believing on your mind. In Bhagwan's word also, a lot of people came to argue with him, to fight with him, even to kill him. Do you know this? But he just stayed as it is, as Arunachala, didn't move. He was following exactly like his father, Arunachala. And because he is our Guru, we should be exactly like him, unmoving, undeterred, staying like Arunachala. whatever comes and goes. And then what will happen is that Arunachala within us will unfold. It will take over everything. Not just take over, it will take care of this body in the best possible way. Don't underestimate power of Arunachala, spiritual center of the whole cosmos. If it can take care of everything, then this body, we have to give it to ego to take care. And this ego, which has always insulted us, always caused us trouble, suffering, unhappiness, issues with relationships. You still trust this ego? Trust that form of Shiva Arunachala, which a jnani like Bhagavan trusted after realization. So he didn't go to gain anything, he already gained everything. But he just wanted to spend time there all his life. Try to understand that he went there not just to teach you self-inquiry, also to tell you about significance of Arunachala. If you take out Bhagavan from the equation, how many people would have known Arunachala? Though it is written in Puranas, in Shastras, old scriptures, thousands of years old scriptures about significance of Arunachala, but who knows? He came there just to tell us. Otherwise, he could have taught us self-inquiry from Madurai itself. You know, when people open ashram or do something, they also create a statue or a temple or something as a legacy or as a place where you can go and you can absorb in that silence. Bhagavan gave us whole Arunachala, told us it's there. You can go anytime, anyone can go. You don't even have to go there, just remembering is enough. This silenced awareness is us. All of us are this silent awareness. Silent awareness has no thoughts. It can never have any thoughts. It has no emotions. And it has no movement. It has no friends, no enemies, nothing. It is not doing anything for itself or anyone else. just pure energy. But without doing, it does everything. Without intention, it helps everyone. This is the beauty of it. It is very difficult to understand this by mind. Only if you tap into this energy, you will know what it is. How beautiful, divine, with infinite power. It can do anything. But still, Jnani lives on begging one piece of cloth with a deceased body, showing all the limitations of a normal human being, to show you that in spite of all this, you can be in bliss. Curing, doing miracles on thousands, but not on his or her own body. No intention. Others get cured because they come with an intention to get cured with their ego, and they come in that energy field which cures them. But Jnani has zero intention, no intention. It leaves everything to whatever is happening without any personal intention of any kind. Understand, any personal intention makes us separate from that energy. He never displayed any siddhis, any powers. He kept everything very hidden. He wanted to live a life of ordinary person who is realized. Sometimes some realized people show these powers to attract crowd. He had no intention of that. Maybe their intention is also pure, to attract crowd and then help them. I don't know. But he stayed grounded always. We all can tap into this awareness right now. It is everywhere. Only promise you have to make to this awareness is that you will keep your mouth shut, mind shut. And even if the mind is saying you are not following anything, you are just staying like a dry leaf in the wind, wherever it takes. No personal desires, no personal intentions, no likes or dislikes. And if because of habit of eating something there is a like, or anything which you can say comes from personal habit or conditioning, and whatever the consequences, he has left everything to that. Whatever happens, happens. To know Bhagavan, you have to be Bhagavan. Less than that, we are just beating around the bush. So practice to be Bhagavan all the time. All the time. remembering that Bhagwan in our heart all the time, by keeping our eyes, inner eyes there all the time. Our constant attention to our heart lights up this fire, fire of knowledge. Initially it's flickering, sometimes you see, sometimes you feel, sometimes you grasp, sometimes you don't. And then your constant attention to that, it makes it so solid and eternal that no need for any practice. Wherever life takes you, this fire goes with that. Now nothing can turn it off. It is eternal pure light. It burns all our wrong tendencies. Just by giving ego the door out, ego disappears. This light finishes ego instantaneously. Then this body in reality becomes instrument of God. Once you realize there is no other purpose left, but still you can say that body is being utilized in the most meaningful way to convey what the truth is, what is this reality, how to tap into it. Every realized person speaks a different language. Maybe it is good for the people of that age, or perhaps that location, or the one who listens to it. It gives a variety. Even in the same domain, it fine-tunes in its own way things. Who knows how, why, and to whom? And whom this energy chooses to be free. Who will listen and who will get free? Even that body cannot choose. Otherwise, it can choose the people closest, living in family, maybe friends, maybe people who attend satsang every day. But someone listening maybe once can get everything instantaneously. Who knows? So that absolute chooses also that who listens and how it works and how someone gets through. Even that body has no right to choose anyone. See, in Bhagwan's case, people came poorest of poor, they got. But perhaps only his mother in his family, who became son's devotee. Buddha's closest disciple couldn't get it. Everyone got it. Nobody can choose. You can't say who will get it. Nobody knows. I would say anybody can get when the kripa is there, grace is there. when your faith is there, when devotion is there, when openness is there. Somehow when the stars are all aligned in one line, it just happens. Otherwise, there is no merit. All of us have done some sin or the other. All of us are liars. We have lied to someone somewhere, sometime, big or small, done stupid mistakes. So don't think law of karma makes you free. No, then we can never be free. It is love which makes us free. That pure love comes from heart, which breaks all these locks of bondages. And this energy is pure love. You start loving yourself. You start loving everyone. But you don't go out and hug. Perhaps some people do that also when they get that energy. But it doesn't matter. Spend as much time as possible in this life in solitude with your own self, and you will get it because it is closest to us. It is there with us all the time. Though our attention is on thoughts, mind, and this word, and He is right behind all this. And our attention is on the reflection of that energy going through the mind. How foolish we are. While that purest of pure is there just behind this mind, standing in silence all the time, never sleeps. And we follow this mind, which sometimes sleeps, sometimes dreams, sometimes awake. When awake, it's more troublesome, keeps us on our toes. Do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. Brings all this information about people, all stupid information. Makes us paranoid, alert, restless. Give up this friendship and be what you are. Recognize your true form. Silence is not something dull. Silence is alive. It is bliss. It is divine. It is love. It has created everything, including mind. Yet it is uninvolved. Always meditate on this. Make purpose of your life to know this. Before your last breath. But don't leave it for last breath. Try now so you just finish this. More intensely you think about it, more eager you want to know about it, more quicker you will get it. If you are 60 years of age and you think, oh, I'll live till 90, I have 30 years, then maybe you will get when you will turn 90. Because there is no urgency. Sometimes people suffering from terminal illness get it very quickly. Because doctor has said you have only 3 months to live. And if let's say that person was a spiritual seeker, he will get it very quickly. because not much time left in this body. Only 3 months or 2 months or 1 month. I know so many people says spirituality is for old age. But I have seen in old age, diseases comes to the body and so many other issues, and you have conditioned your mind for all till that age. Now to get rid of all this, so much of garbage is there. And there's not much enough energy in the body to be awake, alert, and to pay attention and do this all inquiry. And then who knows, you might die young. You want to start this at the age of 80 and you die at the age of 50, then but if you see, all these jnanis have realized at such a young age. Bhagavan at the age of 16. Shankaracharya, I don't know, maybe when he was in his teenage again. Anandmayi Ma, when she was not even teenage, in her 8 years of age. Neem Karoli Baba, nobody knows, but maybe in his 20s. So what I'm saying is, there is no point in following these advices from your mind, to postpone it for any reason. In Hinduism, they say that after 100,000, no, after 84,000, but 84 lakh, 840,000, I think. I'm not very clear about it. 840,000 different species. You're born as a human being, and then again you go through the same cycle. We are fortunate to be in this birth as a human being, having little bit of intellect to understand what spirituality is, and there's some thing which can get us out of it. And then we know there are some certain paths which we can follow and can finish this story. And then you see a path, you go on it, stick to it, and just do it. They say 3 things are important: a human birth, interest in it, and a teacher or a guru or teaching. If 3 are there, then there's nothing else to be left to know. I would say, if you are really serious, then make this as your only purpose. Rest other purpose will take care of themselves. They are all mundane, part of this mind dream. As you dream at night and something happens or not happens, same like that, this will happen or not happen. People who ask purpose of life, on Bhagwan's time, there were 2 world wars. And then independence of India. And people came to see him not to take his advice, but to advise him that what is he doing sitting in a cave when country needs independence and the Second World War is happening, and what is he doing here? If he's so knowledgeable, why don't he help country to get independence? And he said, see, who needs liberation? These images need liberation. Who are you? Our mind give importance to different events and things. Be in that silence all the time. Pay attention to silence even when the mind is active, thoughts are coming, things are happening, things are pulling you. Just watch this drama, but don't give energy of that undifferentiated pure. Keep it there, attention. It is like when this mind start looking into its structure, it just gets melted away. The moment it sees the origin coming from the source, the ego bows down its head. It cannot sustain that energy. This energy is so pure that thing like ego, do you think can survive? No. When the light of all lights is there shining in your heart, then no darkness is left, no ignorance is left. And ego comes into being only in ignorance, in darkness. Pay your attention to your heart. This is more than enough. Don't take it in a literal sense that paying attention on some chakra in the heart area. It means bring your energy from your mind to the heart, which is just awareness of things. Trust your heart, trust yourself. Be a devotee of your own self. Be like a madman talking to himself or herself, staying happy within. And all talk should happen in silence, otherwise, people will really think you are mad if you're talking to yourself. Be in your silence. Love your silence, love your company. In no time, all this mind, ego, this all will disappear. The word which is biting you, troubling you, will drop away. And you will realize this was my own mistake. I was giving energy to everything. Hold this energy in your heart. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arunachal Ramanaya Om. Om Shanti Shanti. Thank you everyone. Thank you.